Well, a very good evening from Phuket, and tonight I've come over to Karon's night market, which takes place on a Tuesday and Friday evening. Now this market actually takes place in Karon Temple, so it's quite a pretty little market. It's not that large, however, I thought I'd come over and take a quick look. I haven't had a look around this market before, even though I have previously done a video on Karon. Now these small Thai markets are really the backbone of Thailand. You find these markets scattered all over the place. As you know from my channel, I do cover quite a lot of markets, and to be fair, there is a lot of markets over in Thailand to cover. So no matter where you go, whether it's a tourist area or a rural area, you are going to find these small local markets. This one tends to be a little bit more touristy because of course it's in the tourist area of Karon. This particular market only takes place twice a week, and that is on a Tuesday and a Friday evening. Unfortunately tonight it has decided to rain. So it looks like you can buy a good selection of clothing here. Plenty of t-shirts I can see for sale. And it looks like towards the back end of the market is more clothing, bags, etc. So if you're planning on coming over to Phuket and you're staying in the Karon area, then this is just one of the local markets around here that you can come and visit. I'm actually quite a fan of these little markets that are held in the temple's grounds, because it does make the backdrop to the market a little bit more nicer. However, this one is quite a small temple, so the market's not that great. Of course, I've covered the Wat Chalong temple, which has a yearly market which is very large, as you will see on my channel. I'm also quite a big fan of the ones that take place in Chiang Mai. They have some really nice night markets over there. Again, you can see these videos on my channel. It looks like some of the stalls haven't set up this evening because of the weather. It's not one of the best nights, I have to admit, for walking around the market, but unfortunately, as I said, this market only takes place 2 days a week. It's now Friday evening, and unfortunately this Tuesday coming I'm not free to come over and do any filming, so I've had to pick tonight. The weather's not going to hold up, I think. It's the first time I've actually visited this temple as well. It's quite a nice looking temple, to be honest. Now, my first opinion, being totally honest, just walking around, this seems like a very touristy type market rather than the normal Thai markets that I tend to visit. Of course, we are in a tourist area, so it's not surprising, to be honest, but I'm not expecting it to be that cheap being in this area. I can see the wife doesn't look over impressed with this market, to be honest. A little bit disappointed actually. I thought it might be a bit better than what it actually is, especially being within the temple grounds. They normally are quite good, these temple markets. Everybody's bought the toy the same as we were looking at for Shadow. I don't know, I'm just walking around with it, maybe not buying it. Yeah. The wife is now looking at squeaky toys for Shadow. I've said we don't want a pig noise or a chicken noise. The amount of times that Shadow chews on the ball is bad enough, let alone if you hear a pig squalling. Yeah, I must admit, first time here, there doesn't seem to be that much food on offer, to be honest. There seems to be just this small area here which is offering food, which is unusual for the Thai markets because normally they do have a lot of food to choose from, but it seems the biggest part of the market is mainly tourist clothing and things really aimed towards the tourist, so a little bit disappointed there. I'm just about to try a Thai dessert quite like. It's actually made out of potatoes. My wife's going to tell me what it's called in a minute. What's the name of this dessert? Huh? Potato with coconut. Okay, but what is it called? What's it called? Don't know. No name. The dessert with no name. We're going to try the dessert with no name in a minute. Okay, you got a stick. Stuck together. Okay, it's actually made out of potato with a coconut covering. It is really nice, but it doesn't appear to have a name. Okay. 35. Got some barbecue for sale. 35 baht. The normal market where we go to, the same barbecue is 10 baht. Well, unfortunately, I found that market a little bit disappointing. I was expecting a bit more being in Karon. As I say, this market runs on a Tuesday and Friday night only. It's held in the temple grounds. From what I've just seen of it, it's not that big. It's very much a touristy market rather than a proper local Thai market. There's not much food on offer, to be honest. A little bit, but not a great deal. I can't say that it's cheap because it's not. It's in a tourist area, so it's what I expected, touristy sort of prices. But if you're coming to Karon, then maybe it's worth to check out if you're going to be in the area anyway. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Unfortunately, the weather's not great. It's not a big market, not all the stalls are out, there's not really a lot to see and do down here, so I am a little bit disappointed because I've made a special trip to come over. But it's just one of those things. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.